When someone breaks your heart, it can feel like the world has been turned upside down. The natural reaction might be to seek revenge, to even the score, to make them feel the pain they caused you. But what if there's a better path away that not only heals you, but also preserves your dignity and inner peace? Focusing on healing instead of revenge is one of the most powerful decisions you can make when dealing with heartbreak. This choice doesn't mean you're weak or that you're letting them off the hook. It means you're prioritizing your emotional well-being and deciding to rise above the pain. Revenge often seems tempting because it offers a fleeting sense of satisfaction, a momentary balm for the wounded ego. However, the satisfaction is rarely as fulfilling as it seems. Instead, it tends to keep you entangled in the emotions of the past. The energy you expend plotting or executing revenge could be used for something far more beneficial: healing. Healing is not just about time passing. It's an active process of rediscovering yourself, rebuilding your confidence, and creating a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. When you choose healing over revenge, you're choosing a path that leads to long-term growth rather than short-lived gratification. The first step in this process is acknowledging your pain. It's okay to feel hurt, betrayed, or even angry. These emotions are a natural part of the healing journey. Suppressing them doesn't make them disappear. It only buries them deeper, where they can resurface later in unhealthy ways. Allow yourself to grieve the loss of what you hoped for, but don't let the pain consume you. Journaling, talking to trusted friends, or seeking professional counseling can help you process your feelings in a constructive way. Once you've acknowledged your emotions, shift your focus to self-care. Heartbreak can leave you feeling drained both emotionally and physically. Engage in activities that nurture your body and soul. Exercise, eat nourishing foods, practice mindfulness, and make time for hobbies you enjoy. These acts of self-care are not trivial. They're essential for rebuilding your sense of self-worth. Each small step you take toward taking care of yourself is a declaration that you matter, that your happiness and well-being are worth fighting for. Another critical aspect of healing is understanding that the actions of others are a reflection of them, not you. When someone breaks your heart, it often feels personal, as though you weren't enough. But the truth is, their choices stem from their own insecurities, fears, or shortcomings. Recognizing this doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you detach your self-worth from their actions. You are not defined by their inability to appreciate or respect you. Forgiveness plays a vital role in the healing process, but it's often misunderstood. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're condoning what happened or forgetting the hurt. It means you're choosing to let go of the anger and bitterness that can weigh you down. Holding on to resentment might feel justified, but it often ends up hurting you more than the person who wronged you. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to free your heart and mind to focus on your future rather than being stuck in the past. Healing also involves rediscovering your passions and dreams. Heartbreak can make you lose sight of who you are outside of the relationship. Use this time to reconnect with your goals and aspirations. Maybe there's a hobby you've neglected or a career milestone you've been putting off. Pouring your energy into something meaningful not only helps you move forward, but also reminds you of your unique talents and potential. Surround yourself with positivity and support. Spend time with people who uplift you and remind you of your worth. Avoid environments or individuals that exacerbate your pain or tempt you into unhealthy patterns of behavior. Your circle of support can provide the encouragement and perspective you need to stay focused on your healing journey. In choosing healing over revenge, you're reclaiming your power. Revenge often keeps you tied to the person who hurt you, while healing sets you free. It allows you to rebuild your life on your own terms, to find happiness and success that isn't dependent on anyone else. Imagine the strength it takes to rise above the pain and focus on creating a life you love. That strength is within you, and it's far more rewarding than any act of revenge could ever be. As you move forward, remember that healing isn't a linear process. There will be days when the pain feels overwhelming, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself and trust that with time and effort, the hurt will lessen and you'll emerge stronger and more resilient. Every step you take toward healing is a step toward reclaiming your joy and peace. Ultimately, the best way to respond to heartbreak is to become the best version of yourself. Focus on your growth, your dreams, and your happiness. Show the world and yourself that you are capable of rising above any challenge. To let your healing be your victory, your proof that you are stronger than the pain. This journey of self-discovery and resilience will not only transform your life, but also serve as an inspiration to others. When someone breaks your heart, the emotional upheaval can make you feel like you've lost control of your own narrative. In such moments, it's essential to redirect that energy into reclaiming your focus and independence. Instead of allowing the actions of another person to dictate your life, make the conscious choice to prioritize yourself. This doesn't mean shutting the world out or hardening your heart. Rather, it means rediscovering who you are and regaining the sense of self that might have been overshadowed by the relationship. One of the first steps to regaining your focus is to establish boundaries, both emotional and practical. When someone has caused you pain, the instinct to revisit the situation or seek closure can be strong, but often this only prolongs your suffering. By setting clear boundaries, you're sending a message to yourself and others that you value your peace and mental health. This might mean limiting or cutting off contact with the person who hurt you. It's not about punishing them, it's about creating a safe space for your healing. In the process of regaining your focus, reflect on the things you've neglected during the relationship. Relationships can sometimes cause us to shift priorities, unintentionally sidelining personal goals, hobbies, or passions. Heartbreak, while painful, can also be an opportunity to revisit these areas of your life. Maybe you once loved painting, hiking, or writing, but you put those things aside. Now is the time to pick them up again and immerse yourself in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Work is another area where redirecting your focus can be incredibly powerful. Professional goals often take a back seat when emotional turmoil arises, but throwing yourself into your career or studies can serve as both a distraction and a source of empowerment. Channel your energy into learning a new skill, taking on a challenging project, or setting career milestones. Not only does this help occupy your mind, but it also boosts your self-esteem by reminding you of your competence and capability. Building a routine can be instrumental in reclaiming your sense of control. When your heart is broken, life can feel chaotic and overwhelming. A structured routine gives you a sense of stability and purpose. Start small, wake up at a consistent time, plan your meals, and schedule time for exercise or relaxation. These seemingly minor actions accumulate, reinforcing the idea that you're capable of managing your life and moving forward. Physical activity in particular can have a profound impact on your mental health and focus. Exercise releases endorphins, which act as natural mood lifters. Whether it's yoga, running, weightlifting, or even a daily walk, incorporating physical activity into your routine can help alleviate stress and clear your mind. As your body grows stronger, so does your sense of resilience. Mindfulness and meditation are other valuable tools for regaining your focus. Heartbreak often comes with a flurry of racing thoughts, self-doubt, and lingering anger. Mindfulness teaches you to observe these emotions without judgment, helping you create space between your feelings and your reactions. This practice allows you to focus on the present moment instead of getting lost in the what ifs and what could have beens. Over time, mindfulness can cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity, enabling you to approach life with renewed intention. Social connections play a crucial role in helping you regain your focus and independence. Surround yourself with people who genuinely care about you, friends, family, or mentors who lift you up and remind you of your worth. These relationships provide a source of comfort and perspective, helping you see beyond the pain of heartbreak. While it's important to lean on others, it's equally vital to avoid situations where negativity or gossip might drag you down. Choose your company wisely during this vulnerable time. Another important aspect of regaining your focus is reevaluating your values and long-term goals. Heartbreak can serve as a catalyst for introspection, forcing you to examine what truly matters to you. Use this time to define or redefine your purpose. What kind of person do you want to be? What impact do you want to have on the world around you? These questions may not have immediate answers, but exploring them can guide you toward a more fulfilling life path. As you work on redirecting your focus, remember to practice self-compassion. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism, replaying mistakes, or blaming yourself for the relationship's end. But healing requires kindness toward yourself. Treat yourself as you would a close friend who's going through a hard time with patience, understanding, and encouragement. Ultimately, regaining your focus and independence after heartbreak isn't about erasing the past, it's about learning from it. It's about choosing growth over stagnation, resilience over despair. By prioritizing yourself and your aspirations, you're not just moving on, you're moving up, stepping into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. This process may take time, but every step you take is a victory, a testament to your inner strength. Your focus is a gift, and when you direct it toward building a life you love, the possibilities are limitless. When someone breaks your heart, the natural impulse to seek validation or closure can be overwhelming. However, rather than directing your energy outward, channel it inward by cultivating resilience. Resilience is the capacity to bounce back from adversity, to face challenges with strength, and to emerge wiser and stronger. It is not about ignoring your pain or pretending everything is fine. It is about embracing the lessons heartbreak offers and using them as stepping stones toward personal growth. Cultivating resilience begins with understanding that pain is a natural part of life. Every individual experiences heartbreak in some form, and while the intensity may vary, the feelings of loss, betrayal, or sadness are universal. Acknowledging this truth allows you to normalize your emotions rather than resist or suppress them. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to grieve. Resilience doesn't mean skipping these steps, it means moving through them with self-awareness and grace. An essential part of building resilience is reframing the narrative surrounding the heartbreak. Instead of dwelling on what you've lost, focus on what you've gained or can gain from the experience. Pain, while difficult, often serves as a powerful teacher. It reveals truths about yourself, your boundaries, your needs, and your values. Reflecting on these insights helps you grow emotionally and equips you to approach future relationships or life situations with greater clarity. One way to reframe your experience is to adopt a mindset of gratitude. This may sound counterintuitive, especially when dealing with emotional pain, but gratitude shifts your focus from what went wrong to what remains right in your life. Perhaps the heartbreak taught you the importance of self-respect, highlighted areas of personal growth, or even revealed your strength in navigating difficult times. By identifying these silver linings, you begin to see your journey not as a series of losses, but as a path of continuous evolution. Another cornerstone of resilience is self-care. Heartbreak can leave you feeling emotionally drained, physically fatigued, and mentally scattered. Prioritizing your well-being is crucial during this time. This means getting enough sleep, nourishing your body with healthy foods, and engaging in activities that restore your energy. Self-care also involves setting aside time to rest and recharge, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply being alone with your thoughts. By taking care of yourself, you're reinforcing the belief that you are worthy of love and care, even when it doesn't come from external sources. Resilience also involves taking action. Heartbreak often creates a sense of inertia, where you feel stuck in a cycle of rumination and emotional turmoil. Breaking free from this cycle requires intentionality. Start small, set daily goals that push you toward growth and healing. These might include reaching out to a supportive friend, reading a book that inspires you, or taking a class to learn something new. Every action you take, no matter how small, reinforces your ability to move forward and regain control of your life. In the process of cultivating resilience, it's important to build a support system. While resilience is often seen as an internal quality, it's also deeply influenced by the people around you. Seek out individuals who uplift and encourage you, whether they're friends, family, or mentors. These relationships provide a safe space for you to express your feelings, gain perspective, and receive constructive feedback. On the flip side, distance yourself from negativity, whether it's people, environments, or habits that hinder your progress or pull you back into patterns of self-doubt. Forgiveness is another powerful component of resilience. This doesn't mean condoning the actions of the person who hurt you, but rather freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. Holding on to anger or bitterness only prolongs your suffering, keeping you tied to the past. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's a way of saying, I deserve peace. By releasing these negative emotions, you create space for positivity and healing. Resilience also requires a forward-looking perspective. Heartbreak can make the future seem uncertain or daunting, but it's important to remind yourself that this is just one chapter of your life, not the entire story. Visualize the person you want to become and the life you want to lead. Set long-term goals that excite and motivate you, and take steps to work toward them. Whether it's advancing in your career, traveling, or nurturing your passions, having a vision for the future gives you something to strive for, pulling you out of the shadows of the past. Lastly, embrace the concept of self-compassion. Resilience isn't about being unshakable, it's about allowing yourself to be human. There will be moments when you feel weak, moments when the pain resurfaces, and that's okay. Be gentle with yourself during these times. Speak to yourself with kindness, acknowledge your efforts, and celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it may seem. As you cultivate resilience, you'll find that heartbreak no longer defines you. It becomes a part of your story, but not the entirety of it. You'll learn to trust yourself again, to open your heart without fear, and to approach life with renewed confidence. Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving, about becoming the best version of yourself despite the challenges you faced. In the end, the strength you build will carry you forward, reminding you that even in the face of adversity, you are capable of extraordinary growth. When someone breaks your heart, the last thing you may want to hear is advice about letting go, moving on, or embracing growth. It feels counterintuitive to consider these options when the pain feels so raw and consuming. Yet, in the midst of this turmoil, there lies a path of liberation, redirecting your energy to build a life of purpose and fulfillment. This isn't about denying your emotions or skipping over the healing process. It's about channeling your pain into creating a future so rich, so vibrant that it outshines the hurt of the past. Redirecting your energy begins with a conscious decision to focus on yourself. Heartbreak often leaves you feeling like pieces of yourself are scattered, as though a part of you was left behind in the relationship. This is the time to reclaim your sense of identity and invest in the person you are becoming. Instead of dwelling on what you've lost, ask yourself what you want to create in your life moving forward. It's a subtle but powerful shift from looking backward with longing to looking forward with hope. One of the most empowering things you can do is to dive deeply into your passions and interests. Heartbreak can sap your enthusiasm for life, making it easy to lose touch with what once brought you joy. Reconnecting with these passions not only reignites your zest for life, but also reminds you of your uniqueness. Whether it's painting, writing, hiking, learning a new skill, or exploring your talents, these activities become a form of self-expression and healing. They help you channel your emotions constructively, turning pain into art, wisdom, or even just moments of peace. Focusing on your personal growth also means setting goals that challenge and excite you. These goals don't need to be monumental, they just need to align with what you value and aspire to achieve. It might mean advancing in your career, traveling to places you've always dreamed of, or building better habits around health and wellness. As you work toward these goals, you'll find that the effort itself is transformative. The discipline and commitment you develop serve as a reminder of your resilience and capability, empowering you to see yourself as more than your heartbreak. Building a life of purpose also involves deepening your connections with people who genuinely support and inspire you. Heartbreak can sometimes make you retreat into isolation, but surrounding yourself with uplifting relationships is crucial. These connections remind you of the love and support that still exists in your life, even when romantic love feels absent. Friendships, family bonds, and mentorships provide a foundation of emotional security, helping you navigate the healing process with grace. Another key aspect of redirecting your energy is embracing the idea of contribution. Pain has a way of narrowing our focus, making it hard to see beyond our own struggles. However, when you begin to engage with the world around you, whether through volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering kindness, you'll find that giving back creates a sense of fulfillment and purpose. It shifts your focus from what you've lost to the positive impact you can have on others, reinforcing the idea that your life holds meaning beyond your personal experiences. Redefining your life also means cultivating gratitude. It might feel impossible to feel thankful when your heart aches, but gratitude is not about denying your pain. It's about acknowledging the good that coexists with it. Start small. Reflect on the simple pleasures that bring you comfort: a sunny day, a favorite book, a conversation with a friend. Gratitude creates a sense of abundance, reminding you that your life is rich with experiences and possibilities, even in the midst of loss. As you continue to channel your energy into creating a life of purpose, you'll notice subtle but profound shifts. The memories of heartbreak will start to feel less like open wounds and more like stepping stones on your journey. The pain will soften, and in its place, you'll find a deeper understanding of yourself, your needs, your values, and your capacity to grow. You'll begin to see the heartbreak not as a defining moment, but as one chapter in a much larger story, a story that is still unfolding, full of promise and potential. By building a life that excites and fulfills you, you send a powerful message not just to the world, but to yourself. You declare that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else, that your worth is intrinsic, and that your journey is your own to shape. This doesn't mean you'll never feel the ache of heartbreak again. It means that when those feelings arise, they'll no longer have the power to define or consume you. Instead, they'll be reminders of your strength, resilience, and the incredible life you've built despite them. Ultimately, the most profound form of healing is to live well, not as a means of revenge, but as a celebration of your own capacity for growth and joy. When you redirect your energy into creating a purposeful, fulfilling life, you transform heartbreak into a catalyst for self-discovery and empowerment. So you prove to yourself that you are not just capable of surviving, you are capable of thriving, of rising, and of creating a future that is brighter than you ever imagined. In this way, you not only heal your heart, but also inspire others to see the beauty in their own journey.